A leading authority on judicial ethics says 2 senior Queensland judges should quit their positions as confidential legal advisors in the Anglican Church. The judges have defended acting as church officials, but retired colleague James Thomas says their dual roles are inappropriate. Josh Robertson has this exclusive story.
Queensland's judges opened the legal year by going to a Baptist service. But it's the ties that bind some judges to the Anglican Church that are now being questioned. The Church's Brisbane diocese boasts not 1, but 2 judges as in-house confidential legal advisors. Supreme Court Justice Deborah Mullins and President of the Administrative Appeals Tribunal, Justice David Thomas, defend their honorary roles as Chancellor and Deputy Chancellor of the diocese. But retired Supreme Court Justice James Thomas has concerns. It is hard to wear a wig and a hat of that kind at the same time. The 2 judges aren't the first to hold the roles. In 1997, then Justice and now Governor Paul de Jersey was Chancellor when he was involved in a government review of time limits on lawsuits, including child sex abuse claims. That's brought criticism about a conflict of interest, as well as concern that he continued to hold the role as confidential advisor to the Archbishop while Chief Justice.
I think a lot of people would be uncomfortable about a judge, particularly a Chief Justice, essentially saying, well, I've got this other job and I can't really talk freely about it. I think that makes a lot of people, including me, feel a bit uncomfortable.
To abuse victims who've fought legal battles with the diocese, free legal advice from judges doesn't seem fair.
I think it's intimidating for a start, but I think it's wrong.
Lyndall, who doesn't want her full name known, blazed a trail for other victims in a landmark 2001 case.
Judges shouldn't be advising, I'm sorry. Get back to the real world.
Former Chief Justice de Jersey in 2001 denied giving legal advice on Lyndall's case. And Justice Mullins says as Chancellor she has no direct role in handling child sex abuse claims. But the ABC has obtained a 2009 email showing the Diocesan Council responding to a child sex abuse claimant. Chancellors sit on the Diocesan Council, but it's not their role to give it legal advice. With the recent Royal Commission revealing almost 400 child sex abuse complaints to the diocese since 1980, it's the risk of controversy that bothers Australia's leading authority on judicial ethics. The fact that this particular controversy has now erupted confirms the risk that is involved. Justice Mullins disagrees. Justice James Thomas's view is not the only approach to judges undertaking roles in the community. As a Christian, I have endeavoured to use my skills in the roles within the church for which I am qualified, though mindful of the constraints that follow from my role as a judge to avoid risk of disrepute. Justice Mullins said she avoided court cases involving the church. While Diocese Deputy Chancellor, Justice David Thomas says he has no role in handling abuse claims. The report of the Royal Commission has not altered my views on continuing the role that I have in the church. Josh Robertson, ABC News, Brisbane.